EA Sports, within the game. Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
Taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, that means quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself, got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up,
Yeah.
run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me.
Nah, he talking about the Apple shit. You talking about like the VR shit?
Yeah, they look like VR shit, but they Apple shit. They not VR, they like.
I ain't okay. You be better getting Oculus.
They will be good.
I say, yeah, you be better getting what Big Boy got.
No, I'm saying that shit like basically like a phone, but it ain't. It's basically like a phone, bro. Better than Snapchat. It just like the VR.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a mini given Sunday magic. Flies and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a virus. Jersey on my chest, it's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. See the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a mini given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a mini given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a mini given Sunday magic.
Man, bro, don't ask me that shit no fucking more, bro. God damn, bro, what, nigga?
I'm downstairs.
What the fuck? You got like a million thick skin, bro. You gonna pull up when you pull up, bro.
I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things.
Finally got one sticky stuff off the This is what it looks like. Well, most of the sticky stuff, skin stuff kind of still peeling, but it's been a week. I finally got one.
If you can't come tonight, your services are not needed. If you can't come tonight, for the first time ever,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 69 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wilson's got it complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they get on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Tua now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Tua. The quick slant caught. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
That's why I need to change your defense. That shit trash.
And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but the only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line.
You think I give a fuck?
19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
What's going on? What's going on?
And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
See if that nigga focus you on the beam too, if you got some. Call me a pick.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, okay, that was a nice head pick, wasn't it? That shit said.
Now Tua. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to the Dolphins.
That shit had me scared, I ain't gonna lie.
Down conversion.
We always hear about the connections
He played good defense.
quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they're
Touchdown.
able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run? All the way.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. And
that was a pick.
Some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Hurts a hand.
So you let that nigga rush like 20 times. They're like 20 touchdowns.
About 2 yards short of the marker. 8-yard gain.
Yeah, nah.
2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart,
Yeah, nah.
you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Thank you.
It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So rare to see a quarterback toss back-to-back.
Bro, you gotta stop doing that. Like, it's you.
Personally, or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
To a hit, and the ball is out. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Hey, Coops.
Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
You ain't gonna go for the ball?
He steps
he don't want the ball
into
for
this
it.
one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make
You
it
looking
pass.
out, you looking bad out here. I ain't gonna lie.
Back, get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
You looking bad out here.
And reassert themselves here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they work this out past the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Hurts.
Thank you. What?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
He just jumped over him? What the fuck? That nigga just jumped like 5 feet in the air.
On the draw with Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down and goal. Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I bet you quit. I bet you quit if y'all get a pick right here. I bet you quit.
They'll throw on first
I
down
bet you
with
quit.
Hurts.
I bet you quit if I get a pick right here. I bet you quit. I bet you quit.
Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to
Please don't quit.
possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
You fucked up right here. You fucked up right here.
Down,
fucked up right here.
Going deep for Hill. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And
what's going on?
Blinders to the cliche,
You okay?
meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Another interception. By Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball, and that is caught one-handed. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They're going out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Uh-oh.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Tua caught on the slant. Touchdown. Tua finding his hold. Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, We have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with it. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession.
Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Please don't quit.
Of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately... Oh, wide open, complete! A big play there for Philly. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounced.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradley. The Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last one. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall.
I can teach you how to do the shit I'm doing, too. I ain't doing that but using the special team goddamn formation.
So after the
I just put a nigga way out there.
2nd and 10.
Follow the quarterback where he throwing.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is
Uh-oh.
another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 and now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're... And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Hurts. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I don't care. I give it to you. Shit. Most niggas that be like this, they end up quitting. At least you stay down.
Time for a comeback, but nice to see them making
I need one more play.
remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
I thought about it too. I'm like, David,
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Set his ass up. Set that nigga ass up.
The Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is
Damn.
over.
I don't care. At least you ain't quit. I give you that. I would have quit.
A lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on
Nigga threw 9
in this
picks.
ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
47 odds, 13. What they're supposed to be doing again?
Trying about to go to jail, so they going in the park before they go to jail. Yeah, I guess. We have to run away party.
Yeah, my boy Tyreek Hill in the defensive state. He got two solo tackles.
What? I can't right now. Huh?
With the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's the rec, my boy. And if you need a couple.
Got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect. Far
Full
from it, but
video.
say